Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Robert Lewandowski, who could be suspended for 3 or 4 games following provocative gesture when given a red card yesterday against Osasuna. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Gerard Piqué, of course, as it has been reported that Gerard Piqué's words of abuse at the match referee yesterday, which got him sent off. We are going to be discussing on what Piqué had to say to the ref, when they called the halftime and he was given a red card. What was Piqué's words to the match referee? We are going to be discussing on what he had to say. So guys, before we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. For only the second ever time in his career, Robert Lewandowski picked up a red card as Osasuna hosted Barcelona in Pamplona. The Pole was booked for a challenge in the 11th minute of the game and got another yellow in the 31st minute of contesting a dangerous header. Barcelona were already down by a goal by that point, and the striker's red card, could only make matters worse. However, multiple moments of brilliance from the team, both in attack and defense, helped reverse the outcome of the game as the visitors walked out with a 2-1 win. Unfortunately, it seems Lewandowski's punishment is set to be more severe than what Barcelona would have liked. According to COPE, he is set to miss the next 3 games for Barcelona. Barca are leaders of La Liga going into the 2022 World Cup and have managed to hold Real Madrid to a minimum 2-point gap. However, their fixtures following the tournament are not particularly easy. First on the list is the Catalonia derby as Espanyol visit Camp Nou on 31st of December. The Blaugrana are set to travel to Madrid the following week to take on Atletico Madrid before squaring up against Real Betis 3 days later. Why 2 yellow cards usually result in a single game ban, lower suspension is 3 matches, speculatively because of his gesture after the match in others. The 35-year-old pointed at his nose and then pointed at Gio Manzano with his thumb, probably to signify that the referee was on drugs. The Spanish official made sure to make a note of this in his match report, and Javi Miguel has gone on as far as to suggest that the punishment could be 4 games instead of 3. The official decision will be taken in the coming days, and one can expect Barcelona to appeal it. Yesterday, Lewandowski, to be honest, I don't see the maturity from him yesterday. It was really poor. The red card was even a reckless one. The decision was very poor from Lewandowski. I don't see any reason why Lewa would do what he did to take the red card. It was needless. It was just senseless for me. Definitely, it was just a matter of keeping his cool, which he didn't. The red card was deserved. As a fan, to be honest, that's just the truth. He was deserved because he was not looking at the ball. He was concentrating on punching that guy, which he did. So there was no excuse for me on that. But I'm really, really disappointed with this report talking about how Lewandowski will miss 3 games because from the match report from the officials after the game, the sign, because we did see how Lewandowski made a very funny sign to the crowd or whatever, to the coaching staff at Osasuna. And according to what the referee thinks Lewandowski was insinuating was the fact that the referee, is taking drugs. He's taking drugs. Maybe what the decision is insane, according to Lewandowski. And that is the way he interpreted that sign from Lewa. So it means that the player will receive more than the usual 1 match ban. When you receive 2 yellow cards, it's 1 match ban. According to this report, they are saying that it's going to be 3 match ban for Lewandowski. Definitely, it's going to be a big blow for us if that is not being appealed. Definitely, if this report is true, then Barcelona must go for an appeal because I don't see why it should be 3 match ban. I don't know if they have the evidence that that's what Lewandowski really meant by the gesture he did. But I think Barcelona needs to appeal that. When we look at the calendar of the league after the international break, sorry, after the World Cup, we have Espanyol, Atletico Madrid, and of course, Real Betis. Those are not easy fixtures. We need to try and win them. And Lewandowski not being there was going to be a big blow for us. But I think Barcelona must take action because Lewandowski is a key player in the team, and Barca just can't let that be. That is if this report is correct. If actually Lewandowski have been given a 3-match ban instead of the normal 1-match ban because of the gesture he made while leaving to the dressing room when he took his red card. So let's see how it's gonna look like. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona's away trip to Osasuna's Estadio El Sadar turned out to be a lot more eventful than they would have expected. David Garcia opened the scoring in the 6th minute, and to make matters worse, found themselves a man down within half an hour as Robert Lewandowski picked up a red card. Gerard Pique had some problems with Gio Manzano, referring that yesterday night, and made sure to bring them up at halftime. The Spanish ref is no mood to bargain, red carded, and the Barcelona legend was awarded a red card on his last ever appearance for the club. According to referee's report, he has good reason to send Piqué off. Apparently, the veteran said, "Did you see the corner you called against us? You are the referee. That has F us up the most, by far." Piqué left no stones unturned and directed personal abuse to Manzano, saying, "It's a shame. On your mother." Wow, that was far, Piqué. I think Piqué took it far. So unquestionably, these words warrant red card, and while it was in defense of the club, Barca fans, of course, would have wanted to see Gerard Piqué in action one last time before his retirement. Gerard Piqué's career at Barca ended in a very, very funny way for me, to be honest, with the red card. Like yesterday, he was there. He wasn't in the bench. He was on the bench. He was in the squad. He was in the squad list. And I thought maybe, just maybe, Xavi might give him a chance or in the second half to play maybe his last minutes. But Piqué said no, I won't even play again. When halftime was called, Piqué was there trying to barge into the referee, abusing him, and come on, like the words that I've just read, it's even censored words. I don't even want to say it, but I think Piqué did not. He went too far, and I will not argue with that. That those words deserves a red card. Piqué is a leader. Piqué, I don't know why Piqué have never been made the main captain, the number one captain of this club, because I think he has that. In fact, there's nobody fitter than Piqué to be a captain, but I don't understand how Barca vote on captains based on longevity or whatever. But Piqué has that leadership skills in him. Yesterday, I think the red card was deserved, and that's not the way I wanted Piqué to leave Barcelona. Without touching the ball, he was red carded, and maybe he could have played his last game, his last few minutes awarded by the manager, but he did not because he was so pissed off with the ref's decision. Of course, we know that the ref did not. He went against us on many occasions, and we know that very ref has been against Barca for many matches. I think Piqué himself have taken note of that, so he was pissed off, but he had to be sent off for his words. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.